Hey, what's going on, guys? This is actually my second time recording this video. The first time I recorded ended up that the quality was pretty poor and the audio was kind of terrible also. So I'm using a different camera. So I want to talk to you guys about the latest weapon I picked up. It's made by Springfield Armory and it is an Xd9. Of course, it shoots 9mm. Every XD or every Springfield Armory, generally they come with the weapons case already, which is a good thing. Now, before I get into what's actually in the case, I want to point this out to you. It says right here, not legal in California and with high capacity magazine. And so since these come with high capacity magazines, it is actually illegal to carry one of these around in the state of California. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up the box and see what we have in here. Okay, let's take this out. And before I begin, guys, you can generally pick this up for about $500, anywhere between $500 and $600. Okay, I've heard some great things about Springfield Armory. I've heard some great things about, in particular, their 9mm. Hear that a lot of police departments are actually going to this weapon, as well as, well, you know, most police departments actually use the Glock. Okay, so in the case, it comes with two 16-round magazines. You can see I have them loaded up right there. Of course, you have the weapon. Stand by 1 second, guys. I'm going to actually clear this weapon. You have a cleaning brush or a barrel brush, barrel rod, whatever you want to call it. Then you have this little tool that you can tighten and loosen up screws that are actually on your magazine carrier and your holster. Comes with a holster. And I'll show you in a second here how that fits together. And again, you can adjust the tension with those tension screws and that tool that they provided in the case. You have your magazine carrier, again, fully adjustable. And then you have this little tool, I call it a speed loader. It helps you load your rounds into your magazines. I'm going to do a video on that separately at a later date, because I know a lot of people probably have questions on it. And that's it for the case, guys. Okay, stand by 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this weapon. Okay, so as you can see, there's no magazine in here. There's nothing in the chamber, so the weapon is actually clear. Okay, so there's your weapon. Now, one thing that I failed to mention is, and let me go ahead and grab that, the documentation that came with this. Then once I talk about the, show you the documentation, we'll go ahead and we'll talk a little bit about the actual weapon itself. Okay, so you have here Operation and Safety Manual, which is very good. It gives you a lot of diagrams, a lot of good information. Have another diagram here. It has various safety manuals and a little booklet where you can register, write in to register the weapon. Okay, again, I talked about price, $500 to $600. Let me just show you some of the features that are actually on this weapon. I'm going to kind of kneel down and show you these guys. Okay. Right here towards the back, you have what's called a firing pin status indicator. Okay, so it's going to be protruding out when the weapon is ready to fire. See right at the top you have your sights. Those are dovetail rear sights. As you can see, it looks very nice. Okay, you have a grip safety here towards the back of the weapon, as well as you have a safety mechanism actually on the trigger. Now you can't pull the trigger unless you have the grip safety engaged as well. So it has to be, you have to have a good firm grip on this weapon. That has to be engaged, the grip safety, along with the safety that they have in the trigger, and then you can actually pull the trigger. Right here towards the front, I hope you can see that. This right here is actually what you would use to break down a weapon. You put it in a vertical position and then you'll break down the weapon. And I'll make another video on how to take this apart a little bit later. Here towards the top, right here, you have what's called a loaded chamber indicator. When it's up, you know your chamber is going to be loaded. When it's down, then the chamber is, of course, not going to be loaded. See what else we have here. You have dual magazine release right here, so you can do it either from left or from the right side. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I want to really talk to you about. There's a couple more features that we'll get to a little bit later on. I want to make several videos about this particular weapon. The only thing that kind of bothered me was that I did not realize that this particular model was actually not made in the US, but actually in Croatia. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. Take care.